هلا والله شباب، شو اخباركم؟ مش مسوين وياكم اخوكم احمد نشيط. احنا الحين في استوديو يوبي سوفت NSC في فرنسا للايفنت الخاص باساسين كريد 4 بلاك فلاج المالتي بلاير. راح نتكلم الحين عن اللعبه، عن المالتي بلاير والاشياء الثانيه. Hi, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Can you introduce yourself to the camera?
Sure, my name's Tim Brown. I'm the lead game designer on Assassin's Creed multiplayer.
Can you tell us more about the multiplayer and the new addition to the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag multiplayer?
Sure, so first off, you've seen it today. It's looking pretty beautiful on next gen. We've shown you next gen graphics, running at very, very fast frame rate. Lots and lots of extra polygons and things on the characters. But one of the key things we're showing off today is Game Lab. Game Lab is the very cool new experience that you can find on Assassin's Creed multiplayer. What Game Lab allows you to do is take existing game modes, the fan favourites, and then we allow you to change over 200 different parameters on that to create a brand new experience all for yourself. So if you want to change the scoring, you can change the individual scoring. If you want to disable abilities or force certain abilities, turn off chase breakers, loads and loads of other things, you're able to do that, and then not only that, but you can then share your new creation with the rest of the community, and we're very excited to see what the community make of that.
So is that something that the community asks you to do?
It's partly come from something that we know the community like with things like tournaments or making the game more competitive. Often we get a lot of feedback from the community. I don't like this particular ability, or I think it should be tuned like that. And we came up with the idea of Game Lab, where we thought, well, what if the community, like certain people in the community may not like a certain ability, but others really like it. What if we allowed the people who didn't like it to just ban that ability? What if we gave the power to the player to just say, okay, I want to always play on this map, or I want to change the scoring. I think the scoring is slightly unfair, and I really don't like people doing aerial kills, so I'm going to wipe out the ability to do aerial kills, or I want to wipe out the ability to do melee kills, and I want gun kills only, as you saw in the pistolier mode.
Assassin's Creed first-person shooter.
Yeah, well, not exactly first-person shooter, third person. But at the same time, we deliberately created the frantic mode that you saw today and the pistolier mode to show off the power of Game Lab, that we can do so many different things with this, and the player will be able to do so many different things with this, that just to show how powerful Game Lab actually is.
And what about the Wolfpack?
Okay, yeah, so we're showing off today for the first time to the press that have come a brand new experience of Wolfpack. We introduced Wolfpack last year. For those who don't know, Wolfpack is the cooperative mode where between 1 and 4 players can work cooperatively against some pretty advanced AI, getting on progressively harder and harder sequences. And we wanted to heavily improve it, but we wanted to do it in 2 ways. One thing, we've introduced several new sequences that add extra depth into the game. So there is the defense mode, where you have to protect chests against different enemies attacking them, and then there is a mode called infection, where you have to pick up these packets to give yourself the ability to kill them, which adds a totally new dynamic to the gameplay. Not only that, we increase the amount of sequences per difficulty mode. That's for the hardcore fans, the guys who already love Wolfpack. But we're aware that some people found it a little tricky to get into, so this time we've created what's known as Discovery Wolfpack. And this is effectively 8 different missions that introduce different elements of the Wolfpack. They allow you to learn and hone your skills at Wolfpack. But then we thought, we don't want to just make 8 different missions. Let's put a story wrapper around it. So Discovery allows you to go throughout different parts of the Caribbean, meet different characters, hear backstory on the different characters, learn things from them, and just learn, get a full experience, a much more flavorful experience. And I don't want to spoil it, but the Discovery mode and the Unleash mode, as we're calling it, the standard mode that people will know from Assassin's Creed 3, they're actually intertwined, and players who do both will find some very cool, interesting things that lead along the way. But I don't want to spoil it.
You don't want to spoil it?
No spoilers, no.
So can you tell us more about the characters that we saw today?
Yeah, so One of my favorites is called the Dandy. He's I don't know how to describe him. He's kind of like a mix of the Joker and sort of aristocratic type character, but he's also got a really interesting past. He looks kind of crazy. I kind of love that. There's also another character called the Puppeteer.
Yeah.
She's very sassy, very sexy. I don't know that we've got. You like Lady Black, right? Okay, so Lady Black, yeah, another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We're showing off 10 characters today.
Yeah. Are we gonna have more?
There will be more characters. We're just not showing all the characters today.
There was a rumor that we're gonna have the old assassins like Israel Altair in the multiplayer.
Okay.
Is that a rumor or it's?
I don't know where you've heard that rumor. I can't. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. So I can't confirm what else we're doing. But there are going to be some nice surprises in there. But I don't want to say that, making people think that there will be Ezio or there won't be, or there will be Altair or anything like that. But we know what some of the fans love. We did it last year with there was a character called the Huntsman, and there was a costume you could apply that made him look a lot like Connor. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything right now, but we know how to make the fans who love the different costumes and different characters happy.
So are we going to have DLC for like cosplay, costume, something like that for all the multiplayer characters?
So we're not talking about DLC at the moment, but there is more to come. You know how we like to do things. So we release some information at E3. There's more information right now. There'll be more at different events. There's a lot more surprises to come. There's a lot more things we're not even talking about that will be coming later on in the year.
Like a little bit, a hint or something?
I can't, other than there's some very exciting stuff that people should look forward to coming later in the summer.
Can you tell us more about the Ubisoft Annecy studio and why are you more focused on the multiplayer instead of everything else, like the single player modes or the other games? Only, I think you said that you started with Splinter Cell multiplayer, then you went with Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelation, and now with 3 and 4.
So effectively Annecy, as you say, started with Splinter Cell multiplayer. It was a much loved mode in Splinter Cell, and effectively Annecy started to become the leader in multiplayer, and specifically on third-person games within Ubisoft. I mean, there are plenty of other teams out there doing great games as well, but then we started focusing on Assassin's Creed, and then it rapidly became clear that Annecy were for the long time going to support multiplayer, get behind the community. The community have got behind us. So, and I should point out that Annecy is a dedicated studio to the multiplayer of Assassin's Creed, but we do have other studios working in collaboration with us. So there's Bucharest, Kiev doing the PC version. We have Quebec working on the Wii U version. We have, oh my goodness,
a lot of Ubisoft studios.
Exactly. There's multiple studios. There's some studios like Shanghai working on the characters. Some of the characters are done in Shanghai as well. So it's a massive collaboration across all of Ubisoft, and then of course you've got Montreal and Quebec all working on the
single player.
Exactly, and you've got Sophia working on other aspects as well. So there's a lot of studios, a lot of collaboration going on, and we're really happy to be part of the Assassin's Creed brand.
I love the studio. It's one of the biggest studios that I have been ever invited to.
Okay, excellent.
We noticed that Ubisoft this year is focusing on the margin market like the Middle East and localizing games like Rayman for the first time on the PlayStation Vita, and now with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So can you tell us more about that? Why are you localizing Assassin's Creed 4 and why are you supporting the Arabic language?
Well, like you say, it's an emerging market. Ubisoft strives to support as many markets as possible. We're really excited to be doing some of the localization in Arabic and the subtitles and things like that. Yeah, so and I understand, I believe it's been something that people have wanted for a very long time.
For a long time.
Yeah, so we're really excited to be able to be making a lot of people happy.
When I told them that I'm coming here to the studio, they're like, finally, we're sure it's gonna be localized. So I'm sure everyone will just go and buy 2, 3, 4 copies of Assassin's Creed 4 just because it's localized.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it would be great. I mean, well, we are coming out on Wii U, Xbox 360, PS3, and of course, as
Xbox
you saw,
One, PlayStation 4,
PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah. So,
so any last word for the fans in the Middle East?
It's great to have your journalists out here. It's really great to meet you. It's great to talk about games, just any games, and to see you enjoying our game is great. You're doing really well as well. Yeah, no, I mean, you picked it up very, very quickly. It was awesome to see you getting some very cool gun kills.
I didn't like the gun mode. Right?
You didn't like it so much?
I like the normal mode, the assassination. I'm more used to that.
Okay, and what do you make of Wolfpack? Were you getting into that?
Yeah, Wolfpack, we reached, I think, sequence 14 or 13.
On your first try, right?
Yeah.
Which is really, really good, yeah.
We're gonna go, after this interview, we're going back to play.
Yeah, definitely, we'll play some more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, thanks for coming.
حلق شنب